Okay, good morning, everyone. First of all, let me thank you for coming today. Let me introduce myself. My name is Aisyah. I am HR staff in Computer Science University of Indonesia. And now, what I'd like to present you today is about the implementation of Rector's regulations number 19 2021. It's about the official attendance system for administrative staff, or we can call in Indonesia tenaga kependidikan at Universitas Indonesia. Um, like I sent you email before, you can find uh, the regulation, the file regulation in attachment, like I screenshot here. Peraturan Rektor Universitas Indonesia nomor 19 tahun 2021. Okay. I'm socializing this rector's regulation because it's vital to establish a standardized, transparent framework for work schedule and attendance, thereby driving professionalism and operational excellence across all Universitas Indonesia units. Additionally, it ensures that administrative staff clearly understand how compliance directly impacts uh, their financial benefits, such as transport and meal allowance, while preventing policy abuse through shared accountability. Okay, now let me begin with part one, general work hours. We will understanding normal work days, strict timetables, breaks, and special shift regulations. Okay, like I mentioned before, let us go to understand work hours and shift configurations. We have two working schedule. One is normal working schedule. Uh, we know that standard hours or regular shift in our human resource system is 8 hours per day, total of 40 hours per week over 5 working days from Monday to Friday. And work timing is from 8 a.m. until 4 p.m. daily. Breaks for Monday to Thursday is 12 until 1 p.m. And especially Friday from 11:30 to 1 p.m. And we have special service shift. This applicable to exclusive operational unit with specific community service requirement. The shift range is 6 to 12 working hours per day, schedule Monday to Sunday every day, maintaining the 40 hours weekly cap. The approval must be finalized in the system prior to the start of the target month. Okay, next to attendance logging and infractions. Uh, There are 4 points that I need to tell you. First, mandatory recording. For every staff member must record arrival and departure times on authorized university media, HRIS, uh, HI, Human Resource Information System, hirs.ui.ac.id. Early clock is restrict to 2 hours before the shift starts. So if your shift start at a.m., you can start tap or you can start record your arrival only after 6 a.m. For example, that. And for daily activity logs, employees are required to fill out the daily task record, or we can call it catatan harian via the HRIS. And absence of authorization like late arrivals, unexcused early departures, or leaving the workplace during active shift hours without supervisor approval constitute official violations. And performance deductions, system violations directly result in warnings and deductions of transport subsidies and official attendance incentive. Okay, now we move to the second part. Uh, I will explain you overtime and external duties. We will talk about the procedures for requesting overtime pay and representing UI during off-site duties. Now for requests and caps for overtime, we usually call it lembur. Overtime is designed solely by direct supervisors for urgent work that cannot be complete during normal hours. It must be submitted to the system within 5 days post execution. The weekly overtime is limit strictly capped at only 18 hours. Overtime is prohibited during the active external offsite assignments. A minimum of 1 full hour overtime yields standard overtime compensation. Continuous work for of 2 hours or more awards a mandatory overtime meals allowance. And for the external assignment, or we usually say it dinas luar, there is offsite protocols for workplace exemption. External tasks are ordered by supervisors for off-campus business needs. System deadlines, tasks must be input into the system in advance or up to 5 days after completion. And the benefit security, staff retain full attendance status, performance metrics are not docked during service. And strict anti-abuse measures, zero tolerance for intentionally manipulating external assignment logs to escape tardiness penalties is strictly illegal. And shared liability, both of the offending employee and approving direct supervisor will face heavy disciplinary action upon audit failure. And then for the part three, we will talk about leaves and financial benefits. There are examining leaves of absence, daily meal allowance, and transport subsidy structures. Okay, now look at the table. There are cause and effect from the benefit type, standard qualification parameters, and impact of violations and leaves. First, we go to meal allowance. Meal allowance will calculate daily on recorded arrival and accumulates monthly. Will deduct it for unexcused absence and not paid on leave days. Next to transport allowance. Transport allowance, complete daily recording, standard daily rates. 50% paid if late or leave early. Uh, uh, Leave early from 30 minutes, and you don't get it at all if late more than 30 minutes or you absent. And then attendance incentive, full monthly complete attendance recording, and supervisors can cancel incentive for work hour violations. And then there is exceptional clauses, annual and sick leaves, do not dock active attendance incentive. Position defined by the rector are excluded from transport or incentive. Okay. Actually, that brings me to the end of the presentation. Uh, Maybe from you all, is there any questions? Okay, maybe you need time to think what will you ask for me. Uh, Maybe first I will ask you about some point that I present before. I will test your knowledge of Rector's Regulation number 19 2021 2021 with this interactive quiz. Okay, but I'm sorry I cannot hide the answer. Maybe it will be not a quiz. It will be questions that we answer together. Okay, first, the break time length. The question is the Friday rest break longer than on normal weekdays? Yes, Friday break is 1.5 hours, 1,5 jam from 11:30 to 1 p.m. compared to the standard day, Monday until Thursday, it's only 1 hour break. Next to overtime meals, the question is meal allowance paid for an overtime of exactly 1 hour? The answer, no. You must perform at least 2 consecutive hours of overtime to qualify for a meal allowance. So we work for 2 hours late, so we will get meals, meals paid. And then if late more than 30 minutes, are you paid any transport allowance if you are late by 40 minutes? The answer is no. Being late or leaving early by more than 30 minutes results in 100 loss of that day transport pay. Okay. Is there still no questions from you? Okay. You need to know, you need to remember that full system adjustment is mandatory across all units within 3 months since the implementation. You can visit the tsdm.e.acid for next information, and you can go to UI Central Administration, UI Central Administration to know if you want to meet offline. Okay, then this brings me to the final of this presentation. Adhering to Rector's Regulation number 19 year 2021 ensures that Universitas Indonesia administrative staff maintain high professional standards while securing their rightful attendance-based financial benefits. Okay, that's all I can tell you. I hope we together can implement this regulation so we can have maximum um, remuneration for us. Thank you. Good morning.